weather we're having. Just like always.
I heard Mr. Howe found himself a pretty blonde thing.
Really? And what did his wife say to that?
Nothing. She's been too busy with the pool boy.
May the waters pass over you.
I heard you were speaking to some people at the refugee camp. Do you have any news? Thank you. I'm glad this ended bloodlessly. You handled an impossible situation well, Rangers. At least this will give the city some breathing room. Our resources are stretched, but I think we can feed the people who are already here. For now. As am I. Now for your reward. The money is here, and you may expect the mechanics I promised you to be waiting for you when you return to your headquarters. Also, one other thing. If you'll have me, I'd be happy to serve the Rangers as a political advisor. Honored, even. You're quite a remarkable outfit, and I'd like to help you out. Excellent. Let me get some things together, then I'll head for your HQ. Looking forward to what we can accomplish together, Rangers.
If you'd like to sign up as a volunteer for next week's annual...
Breaker 19, this here's Dead Red calling the November Cowboys. You reading me out there, caballeros? You all recovered from that big old Colorado welcome the Dorseys gave ya? Switch over to 27.065 megahertz. All will be revealed. Howdy, Rangers. Sorry about the clowning. Have to keep a low profile these days. This is your old pal Angie, otherwise known as Ranger Colonel Angela Death. Ha! Somebody remembers me. What do you know? Figured my name would be stricken from the record after me and my crew pulled our vanishing act. Wasn't our intent when Command sent us out here to reconnoiter, but well, things took an unexpected turn. I'll bet. We came out here for the same reason as you, because Command was hoping they could make an alliance with the Patriarch and get some, foreign aid. Trouble was, the more we snooped around, the more we realized that good old Pappy Buchanan was a bloody-handed dictator that the Rangers shouldn't have nothing to do with. Unfortunately, Command didn't want to hear it. Told us they were going to make the deal anyway. Too desperate to be particular. We took a vote, the squad and me, and decided that just wasn't the Ranger way. Instead, we made a pact to take Buchanan down and help Colorado become the home of freedom that Arizona could have been if the Rangers hadn't lost the Citadel to Matthias. Why do you think? We want you on our side, but not without seeing for yourself that Buchanan's a conniving shitbag. That's why I was calling. There's a man you should talk to, locked up in an old bunker in Broadmoor Heights and guarded by mercs. So you may have to do a little shooting to get to him. But when you do, ask him about his beefs with the Patriarch. It'll open your eyes. His name is Ironclad Cordite, a warlord of the Eastern Plains, and one goddamn tough son of a bitch. As to how you find him, I'm a little shaky on the details, but I'm told there's a hidden hatch on some monument at Buchanan Park in Broadmoor Heights. And listen, when you do find him, bust him out of there and do what you can to keep him alive. He could help you with Liberty later. Also, if you need more firepower, he's got a shotgun for a left arm. Gracias, compadres, and good luck. I'll be in touch. Dead Red over and out.
Rangers uncover human smuggling conspiracy! Subversive leader arrested!
Freeze to death. You're a barrel of monkeys, huh? Come on, just a question. All right. Burn.
Hello? Red Hats? Is this thing on? This is Charlie Knows! Oh, sorry. Glad I got a hold of you, Red Hat friends. Your old friend Charlie is at it again. I found the way to increase our fortunes. How does that sound? Over! Ha-ha! Ha-ha! I knew you'd be up for this. Charlie knows you visited the bazaar, and you know how important it is to trade in Colorado. And more importantly, how wealthy it is. Problem is, the monster army holding it is weak. Without your help, they'd already be gone. But sooner or later, someone is gonna wipe them out. So why not make it a cartel stronghold? With your help, it'll be easy, and you'll be well compensated for your contribution. Well, since Mr. Brygo's gone, Charlie has found himself bereft of gainful employment. But when opportunity comes knocking, who does Charlie know who's efficient and can handle themselves in a fight? You help me with this, and there'll be no hard feelings about the nightclub business, Red Hats. It's simple economics. Don't worry, your old buddy Charlie won't sell you short. We just need a little assistance, and you'll be paid handsomely. I knew you'd say that. All right. We have a hideout not far from the bazaar entrance, near the old parking lot. We'll hold up there and wait for you. Bring your whole team, and the bazaar will be ours.
Got some business for you, if you have the cojones. Peace, strangers. We all know both sides are armed and lethal, so why don't we just skip the posturing and get to business, huh? A girl I own ran away recently, and it's proving harder than expected to track her down. She seems to sense us when we get too close. On the other hand, she'd never suspect. Hell, with your reputation for rescuing little lost lambs, she might even seek you out. So, what you say, hmm? Want to find her for us? That bothers you? You find it unethical? You kill crazy corpse-robbing, tyrant-funded gun jockeys are offended at how I make my living? Sorry, compadres. This is the end times. Nothing but us devils left. Nelly? No. Hallie, I think. Anyway, her new owner will rename her. What's important is her description. Early 20s, blonde, shapely, skin like a princess. You'll know her when you see her, I promise you. She'll make your little hearts go Peter-pat.
You can't seriously be considering taking this monster up on her offer.
Now, little girl. Leave matters of business to the adults, huh? You know the sealed rooms in your base? Bet you're curious what's inside them. Bueno, I'll tell you for free. It's old world tech. The kind people waged wars for. And I know the codes. In the name of good faith, I'll give you one now. 900-909-3500. Test if you like. I'll wait. You'll get the second code. The one that gets you into the room with the even better goodies. When you bring me my lost little lamb. Used to stay here all the time before we moved east. Had plenty of time to explore all its nooks and crannies. Hey, don't worry. No hard feelings about you taking it over. We like our new home on the plains. Those warlords have a lot of money to spend. Not a problem. Come see me when you've kitted yourselves out in your fancy new gear. Adios, compadres.
Stay sharp.
Please, Miss Hackett. There's no reason to get so angry.
The hell there isn't! My people didn't start that fight. One of your rangers started it, and now you're telling me we gotta be the ones to give up our space?
I'm just saying. Oh, Team November, I'm glad you're here. There was an altercation in the barracks. Nothing serious. No one was hurt. Some harsh words and a shove. Sergeant Greatsky's already put the recruit on latrine duty. A fair punishment.
Yeah, well, this isn't the first time your recruits have had harsh words for us rangers. You need to get your people under control.
Greatsky's recruitment efforts have gone well, and HQ is filling up. More new rangers every day, which is great for our mission, but it also means we're running out of beds in the barracks. Rangers are having to sleep in shifts. This is leading to friction with Miss Hackett's people, who, as you know, were there first. Some of the new rangers don't understand this, and they think of them as, well, freeloaders.
Usually, it's just snide comments. But today, one of yours started shouting that we should be thrown out of our home before trying to pull Davy off his cot.
Which is completely unacceptable behavior. Unfortunately, the problem's not going to go away if we ignore it. We need a solution before things explode.
Well, the warden here suggested we move into the brig. I suggested she shove that idea up her ass and leave us be. We were here first. We don't take up much space, and you said the barracks were ours when you first showed up.
But things have changed since then, and they're not going to change back. If we're going to live side by side, we both have to be flexible.
There've been plenty. Most of your rangers are all right with us, but there's more than a few who ain't. Calling us names as they walk past, or telling us we're on borrowed time here, in our own home.
Miss Hackett, I'm embarrassed. Part of the oath we take as rangers is to protect the downtrodden. It hurts to hear that our recruits are failing to live up to that oath. Something must be done.
Yeah? Well, we're waiting.
We gotta get a handle on this one way or the other. Enough chaos going on outside the base. Don't need it when we get home, too.
Shoot. You're siding with us? Wow. Thank you, Rangers.
The honorable choice, Team November. But it won't lessen the friction. I'm afraid we'll pay for this later.
It's great to be here, Rangers. I love what you've done with the place. Now, what can I do for you? Wonderfully. Thank you for asking. Your staff is so accommodating. That's what I'm here for. How can I help? Why would you want to? The man is a thug and corrupter, and should have no place in this city. Well...
Go on, Mr. Reyes. I can take it.
If you insist, Marshal Kwan. The Marshals are our police force here in Colorado Springs, but let's say their focus isn't so much on solving crime as deterring it. Most problems are dealt with using the gun and the boot, rarely the head. They are also known to look the other way if enough money changes hands. Therefore, this is a town where help from the Marshals is for those who can pay for it. Those who can't, fear them. Was that a fair assessment, Marshal Kwan? They are fools. But unfortunately, because they own Colorado's only oil fields, we have to suffer with them. They worship a dead president as a god and walk around talking and acting like they were cowboys out of a child's picture book of the Old West. Ridiculous people. Saul should have dealt with them years ago. Certainly. I'm honored that you value my opinion. Go on. Certainly. Who are you interested in? He is everything you have ever been told about him and more. A man who built a state with nothing but his bare hands and brute will. Even in his current state, he is dangerous. Indeed, I'd argue he's more dangerous now than he was in his youth. A man who is terrified of losing his place in the world will do anything to keep it. Anything. I loved him once. Worshipped him. Now I just fear him. Fear what he could do to Colorado if he continues to unravel. Who else are you interested in?
Well, Reyes?
Well, I would say Sheriff Daisy is a woman to be both admired and feared. She is fair, but doesn't forget. And she is slow to forgive.
You could say that again.
Who else are you interested in? Stay away from him if you can. Victory Buchanan isn't sane. He's a spoiled, homicidal brat who needs to be put down like a rabid dog. Not that I would condone murder, Marshal.
No, of course not. That would be illegal.
Forgive me. I shouldn't have. Just be careful. That's all I'm saying. People who spend too much time in Victory's presence don't live long. Who else are you interested in? I've always felt a bit sorry for Valor. Book smart and quiet in a family where neither of those things were valued. But he grew up a peevish young man, always alert to slights, whether real or imagined. He ended up believing he was better than everyone else because he was misunderstood. And that's why he stays with the Gippers, I think. They understand him. Or at least pretend to. Who else are you interested in? She was a terrifying little girl and grew up to be a terrifying woman. I have never known anyone so able to focus or so certain of their path. She believes she is destined to rule Colorado and will not stop until she succeeds. But if she succeeds, woe to us all. Colorado will become a war machine, and all us citizens merely fuel for its ever-grinding engines. Who else are you interested in? Safe travels, Rangers.
I understand you had a tough decision to make between helping those poor hoons or saving that Arapaho shipment. Well, you did the right thing. That truck, I'll be here.
Hey, Rangers. Good to be here. We're the mechanics Gideon Reyes sent. Don't mind the mess. We're still settling in. We've had to make do with worse. In all honesty, though, this is a good space. Lots of room. Lots of supplies in reach. Give it a few more days and we'll give you a garage that'd make Steel Town go green with envy. Well, Wrench said he met a mechanic up in the bazaar who had some real talent. Now, we don't really need more personnel, but it wouldn't hurt to have an extra set of hands. If you find yourself in the bazaar, see if you can find him and invite him over. Appreciate it. Of course. Let's see if we can find what you want.
3 hots and a cot. Can't beat it.
I need some help!
Code was good, right? And the gear, too. Adios, compadres. Code was good. Gracias, friends. Send her here once you find her. Tell her you found her mama and she's waiting for her. We'll take care of the rest. Far as I know, she's still somewhere in Colorado Springs. Suggest you start looking downtown. Adios, compadres.
November, this is Ranger HQ. I have good news. There's some new gear here next time you stop by. It's a big improvement over the basic stuff we had before. One last thing. The Patriarch commissioned a sculptor to make a statue of Vargas outside our HQ. He's nearly done, but he'd like to know who we want to dedicate this statue to. Good call, November. Making sure the Rangers know they'll be remembered if the worst comes to pass may boost camaraderie. I'll pass it along. Over and out.
You read the last issue of the Colorado Patriot?
Oh, real funny cartoon in there. When Jeffy ripped a robo arm off that scar collector, I cracked up.
I was gonna ask about the articles, but never mind.
Mom? Oh,
Oh, you're the Rangers. I keep hearing about you, from everyone. What do the Rangers want with me? No, please, I just need you to go away, please. I don't know. We were heading to Colorado Springs with a lot of other folks when we got separated. I hurried here as quick as I could after, but I ain't found her anywhere. I keep hoping. There was this smiling lady. She said she had some food, and I could take some back to my mom if I came with her. And next thing I know, she was gonna sell me. She put me in a cage. One of her men took me out of the cage I kicked him as hard as I could and ran. They didn't find me in the dark. And then I saw some refugees and tagged along. Stayed with them till I got here. How do you know my name? You talked to her. Oh God, you could have sold me out, but you didn't. Thank you. Thank you so much. I'll leave as soon as I can. Thank you.
City celebrates as refugees slow to a trickle. Reyes announces unconditional support of Rangers, declares them heroes of Colorado.
Maybe I'll join the forces. I do like to
Get drummed out in a second, you crackpot.
I'm sure they could use my help. I even got my own blackjack. Hey, did you ask your wife about your concerns about her ability?
I don't want to talk about it.
Oh, come on, man. You can't leave me wondering.
It was...
What brings you to Broadmoor?
I heard Mr. Howe found himself a pretty blonde thing.
Really? And what did his wife say to that?
Nothing. She's been too busy with the pool.
All the crime around here happens indoors.
What is your business at Lamor's Estate? The master is expecting you. Please enter through the door.
Rangers, so good to see you. Thank you again for saving my life.
I knew the security system needed more security checks and fewer show tunes. Blast. You were the Rangers, correct? I expected our paths to cross eventually. Let me express my thanks for saving my son Bellamy in the Garden of the Gods. All I can manage is the ineloquent gratitude of a father who thought he lost his child. May I help you with something? Their names are Valor, Victory, and Liberty. They are Saul Buchanan's children. He loves them as only a father can. I understand that, love. That's all I should say. Please ask me about anything else. Most of my time is spent researching and developing technology. In time, I believe we can restore our standard of living to that of the legendary pre-war days in the 1980s. Who knows? Someday we may even exceed it. Bye, Rangers.
The Patriarch likes it quiet. So do we.
Oh, look. Even with this beastly weather, I suppose
Hmm? Yes? Oh, hello! You must be the Rangers. I'm Diligent Joe, the Patriarch's personal secretary. I make sure only people who have official business with him get past his door. You, due to the importance of your mission, have Mr. Buchanan's leave to enter as necessary. Of course, that privilege could be revoked at any time, but for now, please go on in.
Hello, Joe.
Ah, Miss Wesson. You have my deepest sympathies on the deaths of your family.
Thank you, Joe.
It used to be that we held town hall meetings where citizens could bring their grievances before him, but that practice has changed in the last year or so due to security concerns. Good day.
Delivery for the Patriarch from the Sumner family.
I've told you before, drone. The Patriarch isn't interested. Welcome, Rangers.
Departed respectfully.
This palace used to be a fancy hotel back before the deluge. Wonder if they had the turret guns back then.
You're good to see you, Rangers. Stop!
The Patriarch likes it quiet in here. So do we.
Stop! Only members of the Patriarch's family are allowed back here.
Used to get lots of visitors. Not anymore.
Imagine the jolly times around this table.
Rangers, welcome. How are you settling in? That's why you're here, to help make the chaos go away. Now, what can I do for you? Tell me. Fine. Ask then. Why? Are you getting ideas? I've got years left to make that decision, Rangers. And I'm certainly not going to make it while all this is going on. Used to be my strongest supporters, until we had an argument about how quickly democracy should be instituted in Colorado. When they lost that argument, they tried to usurp me, and, well, until they attacked the city, I thought I'd wiped out the whole family. Apparently, Nelius led some of them into the wilderness. I should have been more thorough. I assume it was Liberty who put them up to the raid. They were never this clever before. Can you blame me? If she wasn't as bloody-handed as she is brave, I'd have already passed the throne to her. Unfortunately, she has no interest in governing, only ruling. The nation as you see it is my life's work. Only fools expand beyond their ability to govern. Fine. Ask then. Fine. Before you go, thank you for saving that Arapaho caravan. The power armor they were carrying will help keep my marshals safe, which will keep the citizens of Colorado safe. Now get going, and come back with results.
No sudden moves. Understand? Stop!
Hey, you hear about Rosalind's ex?
The love puzzle guy?
Scuttlebutt is he's been trying to get rotated into her unit.
Oh, we gotta make this happen. You ever see Roz go all ice cream on some poor soul? It's like, I can't even describe it.
Careful, or someone will think you got the hots for Roz.
No way.
It feels so empty now. Even when Pa and Ma were traveling. The only person who knew the combination to that safe was my mom. If you think you can guess it, I don't mind.
My dearest Lucia, I pray this message finds its way to you, as it is the last I am ever likely to give. Whatever becomes of us, you mustn't blame yourself. I know you would have wanted to be here at the end, but I am glad you are not.
Open the door, Wesson! Time to face justice!
Your mother and I love you very much, and we are so proud of you become. You are destined for great things, Miss Lucia Wesson. I regret that I shall not live to...
Oh, God! No point looking back there. It's smashed up even worse, and the Dorseys took everything worth stealing.
No trespassing. Sheriff's orders. Pull that will belong now. No trespassing.
When's the last time anyone saw the creature? He was down at the old airbase to greet the Rangers, I think. Yeah, I can't remember either. You think he really is sick? I heard he fired.
city celebrates as refugees slow to a trickle.
Read the oh, real funny cartoon in there. Jeffy ripped a robo arm off that scar collector and cracked up.
I was gonna ask about the articles, but never mind.
Rangers.
Welcome back, Team November.
Over here!
Good luck out there.
Over here! Please help me!
Calling CQ. 2X2L, calling CQ. 2X2L, calling CQ. Is there anyone on the air? Is there anyone on the air? Is there anyone? 2X2L!
Good job bagging that synth downtown. We scored some points with Daisy for that. Now, what can I help you with? I'll be here.
I know it's a tight fit with the refugees, but there's always enough room to do the right thing. Speaking frankly, great. Protect and serve, right? Things had grown stale with the Marshals. Anytime.
We're putting our lives on the line.
Over here!
They're
Please
sleeping in our
help me!
beds. It ain't right.
Oh my God, Rangers! I thought I was dead. My husband and I need help. These psychopaths tied bombs to us. But if we get near each other, they'll explode. No one else will come. They're afraid of getting blown up. These have to be disarmed within a few seconds of each other, or they both blow up. I think he's by the garage. I'm not exactly sure where because we're afraid to get any closer. That would trigger the bombs. I think he's okay for now. Please, you have to save us both. Some crazed raiders outside the city. They jumped us while we were looking for supplies with our friends. Their faces. Their bombs blew up when they got too close. I'll never forget the shock as they went to pieces. That can't happen to me and my husband. It just can't! The failsafe! You have to disarm both bombs at the same time, or they'll explode! Send someone over to my husband, please! Thank you. I thought we were going to die for sure.
Split up! Get him!
Somebody call the marshals!
Shit just got real.
firing!
Killing me.
Need a medic. What I deserve.
What do you need, Rangers? Of course, have a seat. Fine. Just don't get shot up out there and make more work for me.
Know who I hate the most?
Who?
The fucking 100 families. All we do is take care of those rich motherfuckers. And do they thank us?
I feel bad for the refugees. A lot of people are pissed at them, like it's their fault they're in this situation. Happy to. Take a look.
It's hard work. And do we get invited to any Broadmoor Heights parties? Do they even send a keg or two to the station when we've done them a favor?
I've never seen it.
See? I told you. Motherfuckers. Each and every one.
I feel bad for the refugees. Happy to. Take a look.
Anyone object to me taking this little doohickey home? It's broke, but I think I could tinker with it. Hey, you leave my personal...
Those chickens are weird. It seems to me like those chickens.
Find my girl yet? Lived is a strong word. This is just where we stayed when we had business in Colorado Springs. We held our stock here, dumped our trash. That's it. Picked it because it was defensible. Especially once we got the security system working again. Is that creepy guy in the cell still here? Not much spooks me, but finding that guy made my hair stand on end. I see. Would've killed him, but much funnier to leave him to freak out the next bunch of scabs. Anyway, back to my lost property. Any luck tracking her down? Find my girl yet? The little lamb hit the road again? Smart. Annoying, but smart. Well, we weren't paying you for info. Cash on delivery only. So we'll be on our way. Come on, boys. We've got a truck to chase.
Rangers.
Welcome back, Team November.
Here to serve.
Attack at midnight. Repeat. We attack at...
Bartender, have I ever told you how I defeated Cochise single-handed?
I done nothing wrong in the know.
I know you did what you did with the best of intentions, but it still broke the laws of Colorado.
Yeah? And what else could I have done?
You could have asked for assistance, gone through proper channels.
And what channels would those be? Name one that would have helped those people.
Well,
I thought so.
it's true. It sometimes takes the law a while to catch up with justice, but you just have to keep prodding it.
Ha! Like I'm gonna prod Saul Buchanan's carbuncled backside while there's innocent people dying out east every day. You're a good woman, Hope, but you gotta wake up.
Rangers, your decision to allow the refugees to remain in the barracks was an admirable one, but it's caused considerable dissent among the recruits. Fortunately, the situation hasn't escalated into violence, but Sergeant Greatsky has had his hands full keeping the two groups apart. What can I do for you? Farron Brygo, Vice Vendor, Dishonorable Degenerate, Cartel Commander, and gregarious gentleman. He's been working that silver tongue, but he's been well behaved otherwise. I know it is a bit much to hope that, at his age, he'd turn from his old habits and become useful to our community, but that's not a good enough reason to execute him. My hope? That holdouts from his organization see how well he's being treated, and start thinking about giving up their old ways. I want them to realize they can still have a life without fear of violent retribution. It might be a bit of wishful thinking, but Mama Cotter has been a little difficult. I'm not gonna lie. I don't think I know anyone that uncompromising about their ideals. I don't even think she's that wrong. She just went about it badly. Protecting and helping the weak and unfortunate? That is certainly a form of justice. But she did break the law so many times, and would have undoubtedly continued. I fear the marshals would have killed her for that, regardless of her good intentions. Good luck out there.
Pardon me. Just going to the latrine.
By all means. Go ahead.
Thanks.
Don't mention it.
Jesus, everybody's so polite, it feels like I'm at a funeral.
Sato is my hero. Never eaten this well in my life.
You've been damn good to us, Rangers. No matter what happens, my people and I will stick by you. Careful out there. It's an uncaring world.
Don't worry about me. I can lick my way to Wildcats.
So, Little Vegas is no more, eh? Probably for the best. Fucking Brygo. Why do you have to...
I feel bad for the refugees. A lot of people... Happy to. Take